Folks, I have a confession to make. Apparently, I'm not as intelligent as I think I am. And I say that not as a man who has never finished college, not as a man who was married before he was old enough to drink. I say that as someone who consistently forgets this adage. Whether or not Mark Twain actually said those words is not what I'm here to debate. The meaning of those words is what I'm saying I'm not as smart as I think about. And that is, I keep letting people drag me into fights that aren't winnable. You can present certain people with all the facts in the world, and they will still hold dearly. They will clutch to their misconceptions. And there's nothing you can say that will fix that. And then both sides end up frustrated. Both sides end up mad. And then, thankfully, it hasn't come to this regularly that, both sides start slinging mud at each other. I've avoided that ugliness, but I just keep getting dragged into arguments, and I forget those words over there. Those words right there. I forget them. If someone is convinced that being asked to wear a piece of cloth over their face is somehow encroaching on their rights and comparing it to having their guns confiscated, there is nothing you're going to say to get through that level of stubborn. Yet I keep trying. Maybe I'm an optimist and I just have too much, or my expectations are too high for the human race. But it's frustrating. It's honestly been the most frustrating thing about this entire fucking pandemic is that, as someone with a compromised immune system, you've heard me say it a million times. I have a compromised immune system. I have a compromised immune system. I have a compromised immune system. I've left the house fucking twice since the middle of March. I went to the bank once, thought about taking a walk, but we saw that the park was crowded. And then I went to the store a little over a week and a half ago, and wore a mask when I did it, because I saw a lot of people that weren't. And that's the thing. That's where I'm frustrated and the arguing comes in, is that it's simple stuff. I thought it was simple stuff. You wear a mask not to keep from getting sick. Sure, it helps. The key thing that people are overlooking is that you can have coronavirus, COVID-19. You can have this disease for 2, maybe even 3 weeks before you get sick. But during that time, you are contagious. Extremely contagious. So asking someone to wear a piece of fucking cloth over their face for the safety of the people they encounter is not taking away your liberty. Asking you to stay home. Asking. Yes, there have been outlying cases where people have been arrested for being out, but that's far from the norm. Asking people to stay home to protect those who need the extra protection is not the same thing as taking your goddamn guns away. All these protests around all the state's capitals, no one has been gunned down by the National Guard. This isn't Kent State tenfold. You still have your liberties. Quit with the straw man argument. Like, if you want to talk about encroachment of liberty, let's talk about the drones that Connecticut wants to use that are going to be able to monitor people from a distance. There's some encroachment of liberty. Let's talk about the apps that they want people to put on their phone for contact tracing. There's your argument against liberties being encroached. But to wear a fucking piece of cloth over your face is not an encroachment of your liberty. It has nothing to do with politics. Fucking coronavirus doesn't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Independent, Green Party, Anarchist, Black Panther Party. It doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't care if you're white, black, rich, poor. None of it. And it pisses me off when I see people say stuff like it's just the flu. These are as up to date as I could find statistics on this virus. That's a lot of fucking dead people globally. That's a lot of dead people in the United States. Everyone keeps saying X number of 60,000 people die from the flu every year. We're awfully close to fucking 60,000. Over there. Over that way. We're awfully close to 60,000. And it's not over. We're in like month 2. I know I've only been working from home for like 40 days. It hasn't quite been the full 45 yet. We're not at the end of this. So that's also an argument with a huge fallacy to it. You're like, the flu kills more than 60,000 people every year. That's in a yearly flu season. That's like a 6-month period. We're fucking third of that. Look at our numbers. We are a third of the world's cases. We have what, 5% of the world's population? That is atrocious. And this is not politics. This is reality. It has nothing to do with where you fall on the political spectrum, what your personal beliefs are, none of that. You know, I made a joke about it on Facebook today that, you know, so many people are talking about their rights being encroached upon because they can't go to a titty bar, or they can't just do whatever the fuck they want, or they're being asked to wear a mask, which, by the way, DeWine here in Ohio just said that's not going to be mandatory. So let go of that argument. This is ridiculous, people. Absolutely ridiculous. The virus doesn't care that you're tired of being home. The virus doesn't care that you're not scared, which I actually saw someone write. I've joked about it for a month and a half now about ain't scared. But I actually saw someone use those words in a Facebook comment thread. I'm not scared. I'm not wearing a mask. Well, good for you. Go out there. Please get it so you can start the herd immunity thing. Like, I don't want anyone to die of this shit. That's why I'm erring on the side of caution, which I don't understand why that's not an intelligent thing to do. You know? You don't fucking step out in traffic, you know, when it's a busy street, because you err on the side of I don't want to fucking get run over. That's why this video has happened. I know I did a venting video like 2 weeks ago, but after the day I had today, like I had a shitty work day, and then I get off work and I roll right into a bunch of Facebook bullshit. And maybe that's my problem. Maybe I should just not engage in it. Whatever. But I got to get this off my chest. I have this channel. It's my channel. I will use it as I see fit. And in this case, I want to bitch about people being selfish, stupid, entitled punks. No one is encroaching on your liberty because you're being asked. Even if it was mandatory, even if it said you have to have a mask on in public, don't be an asshole. It's not that big a deal to wear a piece of cloth over your face. Like, yeah, it's uncomfortable, it's inconvenient, it makes conversation hard. But you know what else makes conversation hard? Being fucking dead. Not being able to breathe because your lungs are full of blood clots. You know, I was called a pompous asshole the other day for these views. So be it. You know what? I know I'm a nice guy. Those of you that actually know me know I'm a nice guy. Those of you that think I'm a pompous asshole, fuck you. I don't need you. This isn't about politics. This isn't about civil liberties. This isn't about red and blue, Democrat and Republican. It is about survival and getting through a global fucking pandemic. You know, the same thing happened in 1918. Look at the fucking swine flu epidemic of not the swine flu, excuse me, the Spanish flu, although it is an H1N1 flu, it's a similar flu. I digress. Look at the 1918 Spanish flu. Lots of cities tried to open early, and they had a second peak. Some of them bigger than the first peak. I don't understand why. I don't understand why people don't see that. You know, it's not that difficult to understand. You wear the mask because you might be sick and not know it. You wear the mask so you who could be sick don't get somebody else sick. So therefore they don't go get somebody else sick. We do the social distancing and the isolation for the same reason. But you're not scared. And that's supposed to mean what? Talk to the families of these 214,000 people dead globally right now. Tell them you're not scared. Does that bring their family member back? Go to one of these families that lost 58,000 people here in the United States. Tell them how you're not scared. How you're not afraid of the virus. And how, you know, Uncle Sam's not going to make me wear a mask. And you're a sheep for wanting to wear a mask. It sickens me. Like, we've been a selfish fucking society for so long that you almost have to just kind of accept it, that people are shitty, and then you just try to be a good person. But then we get a thing like this where, you know, I feel fine right now, but I could be sick as a dog. I could be just spewing coronavirus all over this fucking room. God willing, I'm not. But because I don't want to wear a mask, I should have the right to be up in your business. You know, it's the gun argument. That, you know, being asked to wear a mask is akin to taking my guns away. No. Because with the guns, you're allowed to own the gun as long as you're fucking responsible with them. And you can't run around shooting them off in the air in celebration or just generally being a menace. You can't endanger other people with your legally obtained gun. Being asked to wear a mask and not be someone endangering other people is no fucking different, in my opinion. And I say this as a man who fully believes in the Constitution. But nowhere in the Constitution does it say you can't be asked to wear a fucking piece of cloth on your face for the betterment or for the greater good. Nowhere does it say that. Yes, it sucks that people lost their jobs. You know, people that lost their jobs outright, people that were furloughed, you know, the asshole landlords out there making people pay rent in this time, all that stuff, like, all that sucks. It's all part of what I was saying about people being shitty and just being a shitty society. But I saw it somewhere online, I can't remember who said it. This plague did not break America. This plague fucking shone a light on how broken we are. That we are a broken fucking people. There's no sense of community. There's no sense of the greater good. There's no sense what's doing right by you and your neighbor. It's all about me. What's right for me. I don't want to be inconvenienced by wearing a mask. I'm inconvenienced because I can't go out and drink on Friday night with my buddies. I'm inconvenienced, blah, 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 blah. I shudder to fucking think what this country will be like if we ever go to a real war again. I'm talking full scale, everything in the economy shifts towards war, rationing, all that stuff. If you fucking can't handle being inside for 2 months, you can't handle being asked to wear a cloth fucking piece on your face, how are you going to handle it when the real shit hits the fan? I don't even know if this is usable at all. I keep looking at the mic and it's, you know, I've got the meter pegged up. I had to say it though. I'm tired of commenting on threads and defending my own posts from family members. It has nothing to do with politics. I don't know how we got to this point. Like, for years we've been so politically divided. You know, where, I mean, look at the political landscape. And somehow, I don't know why I'm surprised, but we managed to take that and drag it over to a fucking viral outbreak. I mean, for fuck's sake, in January, there was assholes out there that truly believe that the global pandemic that was just tearing its way through Asia and Europe was somehow an American Democratic plot to make Donald Trump look bad. Like, you want to discuss conspiracy theories? Yeah, let's entertain the thought that this virus is a weapon that somehow got out, or, God forbid, was released on purpose. I'll dance that dance with you. But to say that one American political party unleashed a global pandemic just to make one man look bad? What the fuck? I'm done. That's all I had to say. I had to get that off my chest. We'll do this backwards. This has been an OrNERDnary vlog. I'm Shad, the face, voice, and brains of PolyNerd.com. I needed to vent. I needed to rant. That felt good. I may or may not post this publicly. I might just share it with a few people. But what the fuck? I might post it publicly anyway. You know, I'm already getting shit just because I post facts. You know, hey, look, this is how many people are dead right now. That's fake news. Hey, look, Mark Twain may have said that. No, he didn't. That was somebody else, which I already told you. I don't know if he actually said that or not. That's never been truly tracked down as far as I know. I just need to get that off my chest. I had a really shitty day at work dealing with healthcare claims, and then fucking immediately rolled into, you know, during my lunch break I saw some of it, and then immediately after work saw more of it, and I was like, fuck it, I gotta say something about it. It's ridiculous. I am all for personal liberty. I am all for the safety of my community and my family. I haven't fucking seen my kids face to face since March, because it is safest for all of us if we socially distance. Drives me nuts. But I'll go till the fucking end of the year if that's the recommendation, because cool, I got to spend time with them. Now I'm dead. What good does that do anybody? Fuck it, stop it. I'm sorry. I'm digressing. I'm going back into it. Thank you for watching my rant. Make sure you check out everything else that's here on the PolyNerd YouTube channel, on the OrNERDnary vlog playlist. Check out an OrNERDnarylife.wordpress.com, PolyNerd.com, PolyNerd on Discord, PolyNerd on Patreon, PolyNerd on all the social medias. Check all that out, please. And I promise next time I'm on camera, it'll be more pleasant. I won't be quite so angry. Just had a bad day. I needed this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.